Hi guys, welcome back to PSD to HTML for designers. I'm Adi, and in today's lesson we'll continue styling our page with CSS. So last time we took care of this main call to action area. Today we'll make the light background feature section. This is how I call it, and we're talking about this bit right here. So let's jump to Coda and have a look at the HTML. So big features, we have a div with a class of section big features. So let's go ahead and copy it, create a new section. I think it's number 4. Yeah. Okay, so big features. All right. And we'll start with the background URL, images, and it's called pattern light JPG. All right. By default, it's set to repeat. Okay, and there it is. All right, now we must align the text, and we got to create some padding. So we'll do padding 3M and 0. All right, this is what we got so far. Next, we got to do the colors for the H1 and the H2. So let's do H1, and I'll do color, light BG heading 1, and the H2 will be color, light BG heading 2. All right, pretty good. Next, if we take a look in the PSD, we also have a very subtle drop shadow that's white. So let's go ahead and create that as well. So H1 and H2, we'll do text shadow. We'll do 1 pixel with 1 pixel blur, and we'll do RGBA. Let's do 255, so white with about 0.5 for the alpha. You can't really notice it maybe on this video, but it's there. It's just a tiny detail. All right, the next step is to create this list, these boxes. So taking a look at our HTML, we can see that we have a UL list with a class of list big features. So let's go ahead and style that one. So list big features. All right, first of all, let's create some space around it. So I'll say margin 3M 0. Good. Next, we must style the list items. And each list item has a white background, yeah? And it's round and also has a border and a shadow. If you notice here, it has a very faint shadow. So let's do background white. Let's do border, 1 pixel solid border color. And then let's do round, about 3 pixels. And also, okay, and also the box shadow. So box shadow, we'll do something, we'll do like a blur all around the box. not just on one side. So we'll do 0, 0 for X and Y, 5 pixels for blur, 0 for spread, and also the color, RGBA, it's going to be black with maybe 0.3 for opacity. And that's way too much. So 0.1, yeah, 0.1 does the trick nicely. And you can go like 0.05. That works as well, but I'll keep it at 0.1. Okay. Next, let's do some padding. So padding, I'll do 3M top and bottom and 1.5 M's left and right. All right. Now the thing is, we also notice we have an extra margin here, and that's because the paragraph has that 21 pixels margin bottom. So we'll do this 1.5 M's and 1.5 M's. Okay, so now the spacing is equal all around. So what I did was get rid of an extra 1.5 M's in padding on the bottom to compensate for the paragraph's bottom margin. All right, and let's see what else. I think we need to leave a bit of margin between this link and the list. So let's do this. Margin bottom, 1.5 M's. All right, pretty good. Now, this margin that I just placed is also good if we have more than 3 boxes, because let me just duplicate this. If you have 6, for example, they are nicely spaced out. Okay. All right. What else? Let's have a look. Okay, the title needs to be blue, so the same color as the H1, and also it needs to be spaced out a little bit. So let's do the H3. We'll do the color. Actually, let's do it right here. H1 and H3. Okay, so now they both have the same color. And here I'm just going to say margin bottom 21 pixels. Okay, so it's spaced out. And also I want a little space between the title and the icon. Now, instead of doing like list item IMG to target those icons, it's a much better option to just target these first icons. And the thing they have in common is this class name. So I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to say this span, and I'm going to use a CSS selector. Span class equals icon big, and I'll just say margin bottom 21 pixels, and there you go. So this selector will match any element that contains icon big and the class name. So for instance, if I have icon big books, it's gonna match. Yeah, this is different from this separator, this selector, sorry, because this is more strict. It will only match the elements which have the exact class name. Okay, this one will match the elements which contain this value in their class name. Okay, so what else? So we've done those. Okay, so we only need to take care of this go to top link. All right, so for that, let's go back to Coda and we'll place that in the general section. So I think the class name is link. There it is, link go top. Okay, so link go top. We'll just do font italic. We'll do 14 pixels and we'll do the serif font. And there it is. All right, not bad, not bad. I think I also want a bit more spacing between the link and the actual list. So let's go back here. Section big features, list big features. Okay, so we have top and bottom margins. Okay, so why is this so the list should have that extra padding. Let's see. Well, class list big features. Oh, okay. So we have floated elements. Let's add the class of clear fix to it. Yeah, much better. Okay, so the problem was the list, as you can see here, has these list items with a class of span4, which by default are floated to the left. And we weren't clearing those floats anywhere. That's why the margin value wasn't applied correctly. So we added the class of clearFix, and now everything is where it should be. All right, and you can also play around with the margins here. For instance, if you want a lower margin bottom, you can just write it like this: 1.5 ems and 0. So now the distance, this one and this one are equal. Okay guys, that's it for this lesson. In the next one, we'll style the other section, the one with the dark background. So until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys liked this lesson, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.